Friendship supreme. Friendship supreme. Finding the geek within.
Hey everybody, my name is Michael.
My name is Cleve.
And welcome back to another exciting episode of Friendship.
Supreme.
Or the podcast that dares to ask, have you ever wondered all those problems you had with the 1993 classic Home Alone? What would happen if they happened now?
Oh man. Obviously
It's the same things, guys.
I would just Google booby traps. Did that one get you a little bit?
No, it didn't. It didn't. You know what it did? It made me go, yeah,
not to spoil the review.
Movie joke in and a fart joke in.
Oh man. What are you talking about? They were classics.
When he farted on, I don't even know her real name. Erin is all I can think of her as from The Office. By the way, I guess we're just over whatever happened with her.
I was going to bring that up. I assume that we're done with whatever problem she was having, or we shot this and we're like, just put it out.
Fuck it. Just put it out there.
Just put it out.
There's no way that they took this long. Anyways, guys, we're reviewing the new Sweet Home Home Alone. Home Sweet Home Alone. That's what it is.
Yes, Home Sweet Home Alone.
And part of that review is, hearing Michael and how much he loves it.
Let me not to ruin the review too early. Did you enjoy any of this?
No. Katie tried to defend it multiple times.
It was
and said it wasn't rough. That bad. You know what? Okay, here's where I put it. It's at the level of every other Hallmark Christmas movie. I'm willing to give it credit that I think it's in the range of bad Hallmark Christmas movies, which I don't think are.
I disagree. I think it's worse than that. It was awful. I think it's worse than that. Anyway, for this month, we're reviewing Christmas movies, and we're starting with this newest one that I could think of.
Anytime here's the thing: anytime that they make fun of themselves within a movie, it immediately lets me know that you just don't care.
Yeah, they did the same thing that with a Dark Phoenix. Or was it Age of Apocalypse? That one of the X-Men movies where they came out of the theater and they were like, oh, the new one's never as good as the originals. And I was like, just because you point it out doesn't make you any better. In fact, what it's telling me is that this and you're making the money anyway. Yeah. This is like, how many Home Alones have there been? There's a sixth? This is the sixth one?
I believe there were a total of 4 that were before this.
Let me look. Just Home Alones.
If I can envision them. Well, there was a third one, I believe, that actually went to theaters, but did not have Macaulay Culkin. And then there was a fourth one that was like a straight to DVD, like WWE Entertainment's, like not that particular. They're not the ones, but that variety of production.
Oh,
I think put one out.
Get ready, sir. Home Alone.
Oh shit, really?
Home Alone 2, Home Alone 3, Home Alone 4, Home Alone: The Holiday Heist, and then this one. So that's 6. That's 6 of these that we've
Holiday Heist. I'm not even familiar with that one.
Doesn't even matter, dog. It just doesn't look good. I mean, we can review it later this month if you want to, but I think this is enough.
So for perspective, I'll just put this out there. I actually don't like the originals either.
Okay.
I don't know if that makes a difference to you.
But one of them's got the future president of the United States in it.
The second one.
Yeah.
It doesn't make it any better.
Okay. But this one had Buzz McAllister from the first movie. So
the moment that I saw the McAllister name, I rolled my eyes so hard. From the security thing. I was like, this is fucking look. I don't need it. I don't need it. The only thing that would have been an acceptable cameo would have been Macaulay Culkin.
He was rumored to be in it, but apparently it's just a rumor.
Yeah. Macaulay Culkin would have been fine, and I would have been like, whatever, I get it.
But he made the security systems. He grew up to didn't make sense to me. It's not like the fucking security systems were bowling ball at intruders. Like, why was this his natural progression?
Right. Well, and so all right. So the reason that I think 1 and 2 are successful is because we grow to like Kevin a little bit and sympathize with him, right? Okay, so I mean he's kind of
Enough.
but like also we get it. Buzz is an asshole to him. His parents are kind of shitty to him. Like, okay, we get it.
Barry's got 9 kids. Hold on. Are they shitty or do they have 9 kids?
Fair. They should have had 9 kids.
We have 9 kids. You're at an age where you can kind of take care of yourself. I need you just to kind of take care of yourself.
They shouldn't have had 9 kids, but I agree. This one, not single parent, a single child with 2 parents is a miserable twat. He's a fucking shitbag from the beginning.
He is pretty terrible.
There is no redeeming quality of this child at all. I saw him and wanted to punch him in the face. I was like, oh, there's that little shit I want to punch in the face.
He never really came. Look, here's the thing. 1, he wasn't the main character of this movie, which I think is the first time that Home Alone have done this. And 2, like this movie had no story.
No.
There are several reasons why this movie shouldn't have taken place, and it just did.
This is this is like if we let the cast of all that in their prime when they were all 12 and 13-year-olds, if we let them write a movie, this is what the movie they came up with.
No, they would have came up with a better movie than this.
You think so?
I mean, Good Burger came out.
Yeah, but they didn't write that. That was the
right. But I mean, it's based on.
I just imagine like. Yeah, I imagine
it's Nickelodeon Studios is my point. That came up with a better movie than
Fair, I guess.
Whatever this is.
I don't know. And they cranked it out and just put it out there and said, yeah, this is it. Live with it. And there's a lot of things that had going against it that I'm trying to see past, like that are personal, just like I hate it. And so I'm trying to see past.
No, let's hear all those.
Well, I hate British accents.
Okay.
Not usually a fan.
Right. Bye, anybody that we potentially had from the UK. Continue.
I just don't like the accent. I don't know what to tell you. You don't like my accent? That's fine. I'm okay with it. It doesn't mean I don't like you. I just don't like the accent.
But Keenan was in this.
As a shiesty, like not shiesty, but he was just like a.
He can play anybody. I'm fine with him.
It's fine.
He can be the next Black Panther if he wants to.
Zero, like he didn't bring anything to the movie. But like the reason I said that this is like an all that cast wrote this is because the shenanigans that happen are so wildly unbelievable and aggravating. It's almost like we watched the 1993 Home Alone. I'm pretty sure it's 1993, guys, because they dropped in the year 1993 like 3 times.
They did, and I also assumed that, but continue.
It's like they watched the classic Home Alone and said, let's just redo it, guys. But modern.
But so here's the thing. The first one, to me, had a story. There was a kid. He got accidentally left home alone. A little crazy. That's fine. What is it? What's it called?
Bandits?
No. What's it called when you just kind of accept something that's happening in a movie? That word.
Ex machina.
Close, but not what I was thinking. Something of disbelief.
Mm.
Basically, you're just accepting it for what it is. There's 2 guys that are trying to break into a house because they are bad guys and they rob people. And this kid is home alone and he's like, oh no, I don't want you to steal from my house. Yeah. Like this one, was the people that were trying to break in weren't bad.
Yeah, they did the common Disney thing right now. The Disney theme right now is like there is no bad guy. You're supposed to feel sympathy towards or empathetic towards all of the people.
But then you punish the shit out of them as if they were the bad guys.
Well, because it's a fart joke.
So it's hard to feel. Well, beyond the stupid fart joke, like
well, it was all physical humor, and that's what I mean. Like this isn't the '90s. Like we're gone are the days of Hot Shot and Airplane and like Naked Gun. The comedy's dead. Physical comedy is the cheapest form.
Dead.
It's the cheapest form of comedy to me.
But it could still hit. Look, farts are going to be funny if you do them right. Her just trying to push him up and him farting, it's not going to do it. It was, and you know why? Because it was lazy and it was cheap.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I just feel like physical humor is the cheapest form of humor to me.
But like, there are still people that are going to hear a fart and crack a smile. It's just, no, I mean, adults too. And that's how you know a fart's funny, because there's an age range that doesn't stop. People are going to laugh at a fart. But
the same thing as the paint cans hitting the bandits in the head. That kid took a shirt cannon and launched a billiard ball at this man's head. Yeah, he's dead.
That man died.
He's not alive anymore. He
set a woman on fire.
He did set a woman on fire actively. It wasn't like he was just like, oh, whoever tries to break into my house is going to catch on fire. He then lit a firecracker and said, I know there's gasoline here. Let me throw it on there.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. They got in the car. I don't know that this review is not structured because I'm just really angry at a lot of the things. But here's the thing. The kid sprays water all over the place because they're in Chicago and it's going to freeze, right? They pull up to his house and get in a fender bender or a car accident big enough to deploy the airbags and to leave a significant indentation between the pole and them. You call it quits. Or your car's not leaving. I mean,
200,000 though. It's a lot.
The first time he's there, I was telling Katie, let's play it real. He's a middle-aged white guy with the security code and the key. I would have walked right in, said, "Oh, let me get this jacket," and been like, "Oh, here's the soda can." I ruined the whole movie for you guys. Oh my God, it's not my doll. And then he'd been like, "Well, guess I'm gonna go home."
Well, or you don't invite your klepto nephew, and the movie's over.
Wow, we all know kids like that. We all know a kid / parent like that. The kid that's like just an absolute miserable shit, and then the parent's like, "Isn't my kid an angel?"
Or like when you see him talking to the old woman, you go up and go, "Hey, you're his grandma. He took a doll from our house. We need it back."
Right. All you need to do is at some point and the adult be an adult.
What really bothered me was when he was like, "I'm home alone," and she's like, "Oh my God, sweetie, are you okay?" And I was like, "What the fuck? You had a crazed look in your eye before," and
this child shot thumbtacks into her face.
He did do that.
There's not
in the defense of this kid who I couldn't stand. I'm gonna do what I gotta do if I think you're coming for me and you're gonna sell me some old woman. Like at that point, you've given me full privilege to attempt to kill you. People do it all the time. Don't step on my property. If you step on my property, I'm gonna shoot you. Like,
here's the thing: had he not been such a miserable shit at the house showing, then I don't even think the guy would have been like, "Oh yeah, he stole the doll."
Or if mom would have just got home, because how far do they live from each other? They're making this trip daily.
Fair.
Or sent the kids to go talk to him. Anything besides what they did.
They built the whole thing up like that kid was shitty from the start.
Yeah, and it didn't get better.
No, like until the very end when the epiphany happened, they realized that the doll wasn't even at the house, and the kid realized that they're not trying to kidnap him to sell him.
Which is the dumbest resolution ever, because when he didn't have the doll, it meant that none of this literally had to happen. I thought maybe the mom saw it and took it. Like, give me something. Yeah, it was. Oh man, I didn't have any good Christmas feelings behind this. I didn't. I didn't enjoy my time.
It didn't even need to be a Christmas movie. Other than I'm sorry, that the time when Aaron, which again I don't remember her real name.
Ellie Kemper.
Thank you. Ellie Kemper's character.
Pam. She finally gets to be Pam.
It says that's fucking hilarious. I don't know that I realized that was her name in the movie. When she's like, we're not gonna just break into their house. That's not okay. And then all of a sudden she's looking around and she has these memories of Christmas. She's like, fuck it, B&E's on the table. Like, oh, I'm sorry. You're right. It's my bad.
200,000. I tell you what, I can get you out of jail with 200,000.
She knew it was worth 200,000. It wasn't 200,000. It was the we're not those people. We're not gonna just break into their house. And then she's like, oh, I might lose my home. Yeah, we're gonna break into the house.
Well, like, I don't know, because there's some parts of the kid I get. That many people in your house when you're an only kid, I can probably get that. I can get it being overwhelmed. He was kind of a little douche about it, but I could see the headache. I appreciate the fact that we can have a really nice entertainment in our hatchback BMWs.
They're showing a Warner Brothers show. I thought that was real funny. I was like, BMW and McDonald's are obviously paying a little bit of money for this.
Mm-hmm.
And then randomly a Warner Brothers show?
Maybe it's yeah, you would think they put a Disney cartoon on.
Right.
It's really simple.
Could have been Doc
in fact,
McStuffin.
It didn't even have to be on there. You could just blast it over.
Right. Anyway.
Could he have been watching the first Home Alone?
I would have been so angry.
I mean, here's because I feel like this really happened and this kid grew up. Kevin grew up. Obviously, you license it for a movie. That's the logical next step, not
Fair.
Security systems.
Fair.
And we acknowledge that we did it twice to you.
Here's the thing, right? So all of this could have easily been prevented by logic. And that logic is there's no airline in the entire fucking industry that's going to send a mother and split the mother and minor from each other. I understand that the whole group is going.
Mm-hmm.
All she had to say was, that's my kid. And they would be like, we'll figure something out. And they would have worked something out.
I mean,
especially since it was on them.
Unless it was all.
She said they canceled her flight and then rebooked her flight.
Yeah. I guess I'm thinking if they're all booked together, but it doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter. It's just not a good movie. It's the 0 out of 5, 0 out of 10, 0 out of 100. I would not suggest this to anybody. I don't know.
I don't know, man. You've never seen the app that stole Christmas, and that one'srough.
I don't know what that is.
It's the most horrible Christmas movie I've ever watched, my friend.
Yeah, no, I don't like. I think I might have chuckled once, but I can't even remember what it was. It was never the kid. Maybe the dad. I felt bad for the dad.
How long did I have to watch them running up the ice driveway?
Too long.
How many times did I have to watch the if you don't move, the light will go away?
There was that one part where Pam like actually posed for it. I was like, that was maybe it. How long do I have to watch them try to go over a wall to find the
break into the
that's
wrong
open?
home?
Yeah. Help, black family. Back out we go. Yo, when they started walking across that pool, terrifying. They leave the house and they start walking. And you start seeing them sink. And I was like, oh my God, that's not even a prank he's done to you. You just put yourself in this situation. There was a part where the dad, like towards the end, he was just laying on the ground. He was like, the boy hurt me, Pam. It's like, what? Why does he keep hurting me? Like because I felt so bad for him. He got the worst of everything, just trying to save his family and his house. And that's all I want to do is save my house, and I'm just getting fucking annihilated. He got it way worse than she got anything.
The tax in the face was rough because I imagine that was going a decent speed on a Nerf gun. But I agree. I mean, again,
mankind fell on a pile of tacks, sir, and he got up and kept wrestling. I don't want to hear it.
The billiard ball to the head, and then, oh my God, I remember the time that I groaned the hardest as he's walking up the stairs, and he's like, "Flour and butter. This kid's turning me into a cookie." And then she's like, "But you need sugar for cookies." And then here comes a sugar bag to his dick. Ha 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 ha.
Well, now you got a cookie, man. It's a movie and they're teaching. What was Katie's defenses? I'm just curious.
She was just saying it wasn't that bad.
No,
I would look at her frequently and be like, I fucking hate my life.
Yeah, I looked at Jennifer and I was like, I'm not enjoying anything going on right now. In fact, I kept several times checking how much time was left to know it. And then at the end, it says 1 year later, and I was like, just let it end.
The 1 year later in there, hold on. So first of all, they allowed the mom comes and picks up the kid right from their house. So eventually, by the way, guys, they make amends with this child and say, "Come stay with us since you're alone. You poor thing. We'll take care of you now." With the mom being 6 hours away, and the mom comes over and she's like, "I'm so sorry," and they're like, "He's such a wonderful kid," and they make jokes about like he's creative.
Yeah.
And
I mean, he is.
Then she's like, "Well, I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas," and they're like, "Yeah, bye." They let that motherfucking child walk out that door and have to explain all that other shit on his own.
Hey, he did it. Time to be an adult and stand up for what you've done. I'll could possibly have brain damage. You deal with that mess at your house. I thought maybe they were going to work together to clean it.
Right. And then, the year later, it's like, we sold the doll and we were able to pay for the damages and our mortgage.
And Dad's like, and I have no long-term internal bleeding. Like,
one of the first things I told Katie was like, someone clearly one of the writers clearly has a husband, or I'm sorry, that was sexist. Hold on, I'm gonna cut that out. One of the writers clearly has a spouse or knows somebody that is working in some form of IT and is like, I know a little bit about SQL and data migration. Let's throw some facts in there. And because he just randomly is like,
I hate when they
spouts off like random bullshit, and most of it's just bullshit. Like, it's not like relevant information. And then he's like, the cloud. Way to sound like a boomer, bro. Like, nobody's angry at the cloud but boomers.
Well, some people get angry at the cloud.
It's fair.
Let's try to think of what the movie was, but it didn't even matter because the longer we talk about this, the longer this episode goes, and the longer that we have to talk about this movie. Should we take this moment to explain the movie and then just cut it to the front and then talk about everything we've just talked about?
No.
And leave this in too? Okay.
So the movie, there's people losing a house, and to save the house, they have to steal a doll that was stolen from them. Little kid stole it. He's left home. Hijinks ensues.
Yeah.
Little kid didn't even steal it. Another little kid stole it.
I didn't enjoy any of this.
When the parents of the other kid were like, I'm so glad they're not poor anymore. It was so uncomfortable. Bro, I hate this movie so much. Anyways, that's the fucking Home Sweet Home Alone.
Home Sweet Home Alone. I can't wait till Home Sweet Home Alone 2.
Oh, it's gonna happen. There's no doubt in my fucking mind there's gonna be a sequel. I would rather watch Noelle too. Noelle at least had some quality to it. I know Cleve didn't like Noelle, but
That's fine.
it was better than this.
I mean, yeah, but that's a low bar.
Yeah, you haven't watched as many Hallmark Christmas movies as I have, man.
Mm,
Christmas season, I usually watch like probably 10. Like 2 every Wednesday and like 1 somewhere else in there.
sounds terrible.
Yeah. But it's an agreement I've made.
If you have seen Home Sweet Home Alone, let us know in the comments down below. You can reach out to us on our social medias. We have a Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, which are all Friendship Supreme, except Twitter has no eyes, no word friendship. Eyes typically go to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Friendship Supreme. If you haven't watched this movie, comment down below why you haven't watched it. Please leave us a like. Every like really helps us out. Every comment lets us know what we're doing and what we can do to make it better for you.
Yeah, honestly, if you haven't seen it, we've taken the bullet for you, so you're welcome. I've been Michael.
This is Cleve, and don't touch me, perv. I'm your sister. That's a real line in the movie.